This is the best experience I've ever had with metallic thread. Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jen. This channel is all about making sewing fun and approachable. And I just did a couple Christmas embroidery projects using what might be the best metallic thread out there. This is one of the designs I stitched out. It came out just gorgeous. And I used all of the thread is called Poly Sparkle and it's by Sulky. So I bought a ton of these. Like a while ago, I just went crazy on the Sulky website and I purchased, I don't even know how many, like a gajillion spools of the Poly Sparkle thread. And I had tried it before and I liked it, but I wanted to get a little bit more into it and do some more intense projects with a lot of thread changes. So I'm here to report back. So what is Poly Sparkle? It's like sort of a mix between polyester thread with some metallic polyamide threads woven in. So it's 30 weight, although it doesn't feel super heavy. Like it doesn't even look heavy. It's got 290 yards per spool, machine washable, 78% polyester and 22% metallized polyamide, available in 54 colors. I think I bought most of them. They were having a really good sale. By the way, this is not sponsored. I purchased all of these. I do have some affiliate links, but again, not sponsored. And these are my honest opinions. So here's what the thread looks like. The ends do tend to like unravel pretty easily. So that is one thing to keep in mind. But as y'all know, metallic thread can just be like a total nightmare. Lots of thread breaks. It's very finicky. You have to constantly be experimenting with what needle you're using. It can depend on the materials. Like it's just, I have avoided sewing or doing embroidery with metallic thread because it's just such a pain in the butt. I am happy to say this stuff is super easy to work with. You don't even have to use a metallic needle. You just need to switch out your needle with a 90/14, and it doesn't specifically have to be a metallic needle. I use these just because I had them laying around. The company does recommend organ needles if you have those. I did a bunch of thread changes and I did these two projects. These are all using the Poly Sparkle thread. The entire time I only had one upper thread break, which is pretty incredible for metallic thread. I've used metallic thread before where I was getting like a thread break every 5 minutes, and this was fairly hassle-free. So I'm really happy about it. I'm glad I purchased a ton of colors because it really allowed me to be really creative, and I wasn't like, oh, I wish I had this color, that would have been cool. I bought most of the colors. There was only a couple instances where I was like, oh, it would have been cool to have this specific color. I did use this like sort of emerald green on this tree design. I do kind of wish I'd had a slightly darker green, like more of a forest green, but I still think this came out really nice. So I think if I could get more colors, I might try to get a couple more dark colors. So I'll probably get more. But again, I'll link everything I'm using down below in the description box. Again, nothing is sponsored. I do use affiliate links. And these designs, oh my gosh, how pretty are these? So they're both from Designs by Juju, and I'll link those as well. I am an affiliate, but I purchased these designs. This is the Heirloom Garden Tree. This is such a great design, and this was really easy to stitch out. It was like the Christmas lights applique alphabet. It's a great monogram. So I made a couple of these, and I'm going to do another video just talking about the embroidery projects in general. But look at this. How cute are these? So this is also all Poly Sparkle with an applique. And I love how it's got the alphabet monogram and then it's got the string of Christmas lights kind of intertwined. And it's a really clever design because there's not a lot of like jumps in the design just because it follows the string. So I thought that was super cool. But this is like some gold, green, blue, red, and then I did a little kind of a dark, like a silver and gold mix for the string cord part. They both came out really, really nice. I mean, it's just beautiful, but it's a good way. I like these threads because you get the metallic look. This thread is so much easier to work with than any of the other metallic threads I've tried. I've tried a bunch and it's just a never-ending nightmare. So if you haven't tried Poly Sparkle yet, you definitely should if you're into, actually for embroidery or sewing, It's just so easy to work with. You still get the same nice sparkly look without just the constant headaches. So I just think these look so cool. I also have some footage of the design stitching out. The fact that I only had one thread break is just absolutely amazing. It's just amazing. And it was towards the end. So it was when I was doing these, like this is gold thread and it's just to do the center of these flowers. And I think the reason for the thread break might be because I'm sewing over a lot of previous stitching. So that might be why. But other than that, I had absolutely no issues with the thread. It didn't get stuck or anything. And I didn't even use a thread stand for it. I just kind of, because these spools are small, I just used the regular one on the machine. So if you've not tried Poly Sparkle yet and you want to add a little pizzazz to some of your holiday projects, check out the Sulky site. I'm going to link it down below in the description box. Just gorgeous thread and it's super easy to work with. You get the nice look just without having to constantly worry about things. And then when you get the thread breaks, it like screws up your project. It doesn't look good. Yeah, this is the easiest metallic thread I have found to date. So I just wanted to let everybody know. I hope you're all having a great holiday season so far. I'm going to be back with some more projects, but I'm Jen with the Sewing Report. Subscribe for some more videos on sewing, embroidery, lots of other stuff here. I'll see you again next time. And remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.